That title was not clickbait. I actually did quit my job. I'm technically on leave of absence for like a month, but I'm probably gonna quit afterwards. And it's not for the typical YouTuber reason of I'm making so much money, I'm about to move to the fucking cloud house or the Team 10 house. No, it's a lot more sad than that. I guess that's a way you could put it. So basically, this is gonna take a pretty long time to properly explain. Probably take multiple videos to explain, but I'll try to explain it in like 5 minutes. So pretty much my old job, which some of you probably picked up at this point, was literally working at McDonald's. Everything's pretty much true about McDonald's. Like if you actually unironically think you would have like a decent experience working at McDonald's, like don't. Like, to put this into perspective, I worked in a McDonald's near downtown Vancouver, which is like pretty much one of the most expensive fucking places to live, like period. Like if you look at houses near my square footage and around how old my house is, and you moved it to downtown Vancouver, it's literally like 15 or 10 million, bruh. It's actually fucking ridiculous, okay? So I worked in a McDonald's like in this sort of Jake Paul area. And even then, it was still scuffed. It only gets worse than this, okay? Pretty much all what happened is just, you know, your typical shit, which basically just managers being assholes, co-workers, like you just don't like any of them because they're all just a bunch of fucking normie fucking garbage. Like people bring in their own playlists and stuff, and they play that music that's just like, you know that music that you hear on the radio and stuff, or in movies, and you're just like, who the fuck listens to it? It's these people, apparently. But honestly, if it was only just that, for my job would be a fucking retard or something. No. Mainly, it was because of pretty much the huge seniority in McDonald's. If you worked there for like 5 or 10 years or something because your life actually sucks that much dick, pretty much you could get away with murder at that point. Like people literally were, one of my managers was really selling alcohol just openly, like in the kitchen to other people. People who were like 16, 15, you know, just so that was pretty cool. But then you know, if I was to like, I don't know, talk about how my friends smoke weed, like smoke the 420, like I don't even smoke weed, but if I talk about my friends smoking weed, my manager would like write me up being like, bruh, you can't talk about fucking drugs, bruh. You're gonna say, well, alcohol's not the same thing as weed. Well, some of the managers would also, after their break, go into the parking lot of the place nearby and smoke weed. So in fact, one of the times one of my managers actually got jumped. Like, literally jumped. Like, I was taking out some shit. A group of black people, okay? Like, the typical black people that, is the reason why, we can't have, black people in America. They show up, and they're just like, yo, bro, where's my fucking money, dog? And he's just, it's been 2 months, bruh. And they actually pushed him down the pavement and, like, fucked him up a little bit. And it was scary, okay? They also started smoking weed over in the other parking lot with the other manager, you know, just the classic, the classic shit, dude. So, I mean, besides the seniority hypocrisy, just my coworkers being absolute cancer. Of course, some of it honestly was probably me. You see, I was actually like fucking drained and like actually depressed. Like depression in my definition is not just being sad all the time, it's fucking like just having no energy to do anything. And that's exactly what happened when I went to McDonald's. Like I would literally go the day before and the day after I even went to work. I would just be exhausted like thinking about work, and then I would go. And then even if it was like, I don't know, 4 hours, 6 hours, or like fucking 12 hours, it doesn't matter. I'd just immediately like pass out afterwards, no matter what time of day it was. Like if it was like fucking 6 p.m. or something, when I came home, I would still just pass out because I was just that mentally and physically exhausted. Like it was actually fucking scary, okay? And because of that, I haven't really had time to do what I like. Like, I haven't seen my friends, in like 4 or 5 months. I mean, I've just been going to work and then going home. That's all I have time to do. I mean, even fucking doing YouTube is pretty much impossible to do. Like, it's what I want to do, but it's like, dude, when you come home and you literally just sound like ass, people probably don't want to listen to that. In fact, right now, I'm even wary about recording this. Like, it's been 2 days after I haven't gone to work, but I'm pretty sure my voice still sounds like shit compared to how it used to sound. But I mean, you know, people are actually, but my friends are wondering if I'm fucking dead or something, because all I talk about is how much I hate work, and then I haven't talked to them in like 2 weeks, so they think I probably killed myself or some shit like that. So yeah, the actual people there and the actual practices that were happening there were also pretty shitty. I mean, there's also the basic McDonald's stuff where, like, we were supposed to throw away food after, like, 15 minutes, but we would keep shit in there for, like, hours. Like, there was times where I would literally come in and then leave after working 8 hours, and we wouldn't even replace like a certain food product. Like the grilled onions is basically like the only thing that this happens with. But really think about that. Like those fucking grilled onions have been inside like under a heat lamp for like 12 hours or 10 hours. They're supposed to throw them out after 15 minutes. Like it's actually fucked. Okay. And there's stuff they keep in there for like a couple hours. Like the way you could tell next time you go to McDonald's if your food has been left out for a couple hours is there is a different color depending on it. Like if you look at what an employee is eating, because they're eating fresh because they're not fucking brain dead. If you look at what they're eating and what you're eating, it's a different color. The fucking junior chickens literally go from like yellowish orange to like fucking like red when they're like leave them out for so long. Like you probably didn't even know they're fucking supposed to be like yellowish orange in the first place. Like it's actually fucked. Okay, so all this toxicity, it made for a terrible work environment. I was pretty much depressed going in every day, and pretty much everyone knew it. There wasn't really anything that anyone can do, because if you're not 18 or 21 or whatever the fuck you want to start working minimum wage, working at a traditional job kind of sucks dick. The reason I quit is not because I can financially do so. In fact, I can't. I'm making like $0 from YouTube, but it was basically a choice between do I want to be financially okay, or do I want to be mentally okay and physically okay? And I'd rather do that first, just having a couple money to spend on stuff to help me not feel depressed because I'm freaking working every day. I'm not recommending everyone to do what I'm doing, because it's pretty stupid, to be honest. Like I'm pretty much just throwing away like all my financial security and all my what I do know is what's best for me. And what is best for me is to not fucking work at McDonald's anymore. Not necessarily to do YouTube. Even I like to do YouTube. Mentally, it makes me feel a lot better. I like eventually being able to look at all the stuff that I have made and look back and be like, yeah, I actually did something with my life, instead of working for like 3 or 5 months and then just like being like, oh yeah, I guess it's been like 5 months. I don't remember any of it. Remember one of the things that when my parents realized how shitty it was that I was like sick, like I was like throwing up. Like the one day where I was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna throw up. I went to work, and then my parents were just like, dude, do not go out in the rain because you live in Vancouver, so it's literally like the rain comes down in fucking sheets. It's the fucking shit beside the road was just like coming down the main streets, like plastic bags and all this type of stuff going down the main street because it's just raining so much. It's not usually like this, but it was today. Well, what actually happened is it was somehow worse. I would run outside to like, I would just do some random gay shit, okay? And then I would run back inside and then have to go inside the freezer, which is like a walk-in freezer that was like negative like fucking 20, like 10 degrees or some shit like that. Like it was actually fucking ridiculous. Like there's icicles that are as big as me. And I'm 6'5", okay? So after that, I had to take like a week off because my condition somehow got worse. What happened was they were just like, well, you should have planned. You didn't say you're gonna take any leaves of absence, any vacation, so we're gonna write you up for this. This was actually a huge thing. Like my parents got involved with it, and some people from the government actually got involved with this because they were like, bro, this is fucked, okay? Like we need to do something about this. And it actually did get resolved. That manager actually ended up getting fired because of it. When something like that happens, even though the situation gets resolved, you still kind of feel like shit because it happened in the first place. I have to deal with this shit just to like actually get money. They literally give so less of a fuck that I have to make this much of a deal about it in order for them to actually look at it. And this has probably happened to people before, so I'm trying to think of any other things that happened when I was working that were like pretty fucking bad. Like a lot of it's just irregular stuff, like people just using their phones and not washing their hands, or like fucking scratching their hair or not washing their hands, and just shit like that you're like not supposed to do, that the manager like basically fires you over. But because they've been working there for so long, they just don't care, because that's just how McDonald's works. If you're watching this video this far and you think that McDonald's is like a fucking terrible place to eat at because everyone's just fucking disgusting, everyone's just on drugs all the time, and no one really cares, and the food's been left out for hours, and the employees they probably just want to fucking kill themselves or each other, then yeah, I want to say you're wrong, but you're probably right. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry for this video rambled for like 15 minutes. I haven't done YouTube for like a week, 2 weeks now. I actually don't fucking know. I don't think I got that commentary game anymore, you feel me? So I'm sorry if this video sucked absolute pee-pee, but this should basically explain why I haven't been active in like a fucking week. Also, anyway, links to the music that I probably used in my social media in the description. My Facebook got deleted, by the way. That's the subject for another video. Peace, guys.
You don't get a break in the beginning. No resting, 100%, 24/7 grind. You gotta eat, sleep, and shit, YouTube.